If you're listening to the crypto echo chamber, they're going to tell you that the crypto clarity bill is going to pass this year. The votes are there. The momentum is there. Everyone's working too hard on this for it to not pass. But I'm here to tell you that the math isn't mathing. Let's break this down. It's a midterm year. The moment Congress goes on its August recess, they're not coming back in September to pass a crypto clarity bill. Their platforms are set, and the only thing that's passing is budgets. How do they avoid a government shutdown, or how do they blame the other party for it? The only window for any crypto clarity bill is from now until August 7th. Let's break this down week by week. This might give you the impression that we've got 11 weeks to work with, but we really don't. This week is already gone. They've already taken it off for Memorial Day recess. And then there's the 2 weeks around July 4th that are also out. So that leaves us with 8 working weeks. Even if all they're going to do is talk crypto for those 8 weeks, it's almost impossible for them to get it done. Here's why. We know that the Senate Banking Committee just passed its version of the bill. But then there's also the Senate Agriculture Committee that also passed its version of the bill. These are two very different committees. The Banking Committee is used to legislating the traditional financial institutions. The Agriculture Committee is used to legislating the farming industry. Neither of them have deep expertise in crypto. Trying to merge those two bills isn't just a quick phone call. In reality, it could easily take 9 months. Let's say it takes them 3 weeks. They still have to take it to the Senate floor, open it up for debate, and they need 60 votes. They're going to need 7 Democrats to vote with the Republicans. It also means that those Democrats have a whole lot of leverage. Keep in mind that the full Senate has not been thinking crypto this whole time. Committee staff at banking and ag, they're going to need to spend some time educating all of their colleagues. Be aggressive and say that all this education, negotiation, debate, amendments takes 3 weeks. Now we've got 2 weeks left, and we still haven't reconciled what the House passed in July of 2025 and what the Senate just passed in our pretend calendar. This reconciliation does not happen overnight. Then they're going to need to vote again, both the Senate and the House, on the final language before it goes up to the president. One of the big sticking points for Democrats has been these ethics provisions because they don't want the president to profit off of crypto. And at the end of the day, there's no bill that the president will sign that leaves that kind of amendment in place. So this calendar alone, we're not getting to a reconciled bill that passes and gets to the president's desk before they break for the August recess. We started this with the assumption that there's nothing else that they're going to debate. But we already know that that's untrue. They're going to come back and talk about FISA, a big government surveillance bill, which has a deadline of June 12th. So those 2 weeks are going to be taken up with FISA debate, pushing all of this down by 2 weeks. And I'd said earlier about how after they come back from their August recess, all they'll be talking about is the budget. Those debates don't start in September. They're starting right now. Hearings are getting scheduled about the budgets for all the federal agencies. All of these things are competing for these same 8 weeks. So when you hear some crypto cheerleader telling you that it's going to be passing this summer, ask them to take out the calendar and show you how they think that math is working. I'll have a part 2 breaking down the different crypto bills, what they're saying, what they're not saying, and who's doing the saying. Let me know if you have any questions.